Hello friends, it's Olivia. Welcome to or back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a full face of Tarte makeup. Some of them are old products, some of them are new products, but nonetheless, all Tarte. Today's video is also going to kind of double as a little halo eye tutorial. So if you'd like to see that, then keep on watching. Alright, you read the title, you clicked on the video, you saw the intro, you know what we're doing. We're doing a full face of Tarte. Let's get into it. Alright, for primer, we're going to use the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Little Quench Primer. It has a really pleasant smell too. This entire collection smells like kind of like citrusy, but not like an overpowering way, so I like that. Like it literally just feels like I'm putting on like a high quality moisturizer. So starting with our first new product, I got the Tarte C Hydroflex Serum Foundation. This is shade 8S. This is the lightest one that they had, called Porcelain Sand. I'm really excited to try this. I have not gotten a foundation in a while, and nonetheless, I've also never bought like a high-end foundation. All my stuff is drugstore, so this will be my first. I'm even more excited about the fact that I got this on sale. This is normally like $39, $49, something with a 9. I paid 10. What's better than that? Anyways, I'm thinking of doing something new today. Usually when I do makeup, I just use a beauty blender, but I think today I'm going to try to do like what I've seen other people do and do half my face blend out with the brush and half my face with the beauty blender. See which side I like better. There's probably gonna be no surprise. I'm probably gonna like the beauty blender side better, but for those of you brush baddies out there, I will blend out with the brush and see what happens. Okay, that very liquidy. All right, we're gonna make my good side the foundation side. We're just gonna put a little bit on because I don't know how much is too much with this. I've never used it before, so let's just put it on. And all right, so right off the bat, I'm thinking that this is a pretty good shade match. And it's definitely light coverage because you can still basically see everything under the skin. But I mean, it's a serum foundation, so I'm not expecting it to be like full coverage. I am expecting that once I add concealer for it to be more medium coverage. So for right now, this is basically doing what my ColourPop tinted moisturizer does, so I'm not mad at it. All right, we're going to use this real big face brush from BH Cosmetics for the brush side. Do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of lightly pipe some on my face. And then now let's do something that I never do and go with a brush. Okay, I'm noticing right off the bat that it is more full coverage when you blend it out with the brush. I mean, obviously the sponge kind of absorbs some of the product. So for those of y'all who like brushes, I do think blending out with a brush would be the way to go. All right, cool. So far, I really like how this laid down. We'll see how it wears once I start putting other stuff on top of it. Alright, so the next product is from literally the same collection, but except this time instead of the foundation, it is the concealer. This is the Tarte C, and this is also shade 8S. I'm going to do the same thing we just did last time. I'm going to blend this out with the beauty blender and this side out with the brush. Put some right there. Put some right there. Okay, so first we're going to go with the beauty blender side. See if it covers up that little bit of acne I had over here. It's not completely gone, but it's definitely muted. I feel like it's not quite as noticeable. Now, what I'm really looking at when I'm blending it under my eye is it creasing and is it settling in my fine lines? Which for me, it did not. It blended out very nicely. Alright, and now let's blend out our brush side. Okay, I think the concealer is blending out a little worse with the brush, I will say. I'm probably going to go back over this side with my sponge, but pretty good. Okay, I don't have a cream blush from Tarte. I also don't have a pressed powder from Tarte. So I'm going to set this off camera. We'll be back to move on to the next Tarte product. Alright, I just set my face with powder, and so far I'm really liking how it's looking. Let's move on to bronzer. Alright, and then we're going to use the Park Avenue Princess bronzer to bronze with. If you just watched my most recent video, then you know that I love this bronzer. This was literally my favorite of 2024. It's a very nice, cool tone bronzer for very pale people. There's no shimmer in it, and that's the most important part for me because I hate skin products with glitter in them. It is not for me. Some people love it. I hate it. I can't tell you how many times I've ran into a blush that I thought was absolutely beautiful, and then I looked just a little closer at the powder and realized there was shimmer, and I just put it right back. Shimmer products instantly makes me lose interest. Like, look at that. This bronzer is just so good. And I just take this little, like, angled brush that I don't even know where I got it from, but it does the job. Alright, some color has been added to my face. Love the Park Avenue Princess bronzer. Alright, so we just bronzed. Now, the next thing to do is we're going to add some blush. And today for blushes, I have my, like, archaic Amazonian clay blushes that I literally got, like, freshman year of high school. So these are pretty old, but I already had them, so there was no point me buying a new blush for this video. So let's just use what I already have, and yes. So I'm just gonna, and also for this literally being like 5 years old, it still works pretty good. To me, an expiration date on makeup is just a suggestion. Alright, I'm just doing some finishing touches on the blush, but overall, I think this blush looks absolutely gorgeous. This is one that I will literally never throw away until it is literally like a complete pan. And then I always go and tap a beauty blender over where I add blush and bronzer just to lightly diffuse it, just to make sure that it really is blended properly. Alright, so we're gonna put on highlight first just because I feel like doing that today. Today for highlight, I have this Tarte Maracuja Juicy? Maracuja? Anyways, this is called Maracuja Glow. So this is a highlight in this kind of like champagne-y shade. I haven't used it before, so let's try her out. I got this as a stocking stuffer for Christmas. Thank you, Mom. Oh, that is pigmented. Holy cow. Okay, I'm just going to lightly tap it on. We're just on the brow bone. Alright, this is a good little simple highlight. I like this kind of like champagne-y color. It reminds me of my ColourPop Lunch Money highlighter that I use all the time, so nothing bad to say. I like it. Let's move on. For brows, I also got this for Christmas. This is the Go With The Flow kind of like little like tinted brow wand thing. Okay, the box said this was for fake freckles. I have no clue how you'd use this for fake freckles. If y'all know something I don't, let me know. But I just use it and I just run it through my brows like a little tinted gel type beat. Just like that, my eyebrows done. Beautiful. Alright, cool. My brows are done. Super easy, super simple. This has been my go-to brow product since I got it. Alright, so with all of that being done, we now have a solid base on. Now we get to do some eyeshadow. Y'all have already seen me use this palette before. I bought this for myself for Christmas. This is the Tarte Man-Eater palette. This is a $54 palette that I paid $13 for. I applaud Tarte on the fact that they're one of the only high-end brands that actually put their stuff on sale. So Tarte gets a 5-star in my book for the fact that they actually weren't stingy during Black Friday, and they actually had good Black Friday sales. So Tarte, you get a cookie. Upon staring at this, I think I'm feeling like a halo eye today, so let's do it. I just moved y'all in a little bit more since we're on the eyeshadow part of the video. I'm not entirely sure what color palette I want to do for the look yet. I just know that I want it to be a halo eye, so we're just going to start off with this real neutral transition brown on this fluffy E19 ColourPop brush, and just put that and just start building our halo shape. Okay, this shade is actually so light that it's like not even showing up on my eyelid. So we're going to switch to this shade down here called Pause Off and do that instead. Alright, we have our base shade on. And I'm going to go with that shade Catnip. And I'm just going to start kind of deepening up my like circle shape. And I'm going to blend this one slightly less high than I blended Pause Off. Okay, I've deepened this up a little bit. Now I'm going to go with the shade Ferocious and deepen this up even further. And for this whole time, I'm just sticking with that E19 brush because I like the way that it picks up a lot of pigment and blends with it super seamlessly. Alright, here we go. We're really getting some dimension with that one. Alright, I'm going to go with this really, really dark brown called Tease, and I'm switching brushes. This is the E3 ColourPop brush, and now I'm going to make my circle shape really defined with this dark brown. So now I'm just going to kind of carve out like a circle shape and then slightly blend that out. And because we're doing a halo eye, this color is going to get kind of packed in towards the inner corner and the outer corner of my eye. And it doesn't really matter if you mess up like where you put this darker color and you actually put it too close to the center of your eyelid, because we're going to add some concealer and cut this anyway. So worst case scenario, don't freak out. We're going to put concealer over it. It'll be okay. I'm blending this out with the E19. It says real small tapered fluffy blending brush. Mine is stained purple because I used this for a rainbow look the other day, but it'll be alright. I think the best part about sitting down to film these YouTube videos is I'm in absolutely no rush at all. So I can literally take my sweet, sweet time when I'm doing my makeup, which is something I don't normally, like, do. Even when I'm not running late, I just, like, speed through my makeup routine because, I don't know, it's something I'm very fast about everything that I do. So it's very nice to, like, have some dedicated time where I can just sit down and really, like, just slow down and, like, enjoy putting on makeup. And then if you feel like that secondary brown shade isn't blending out enough, just go back in with that very first real light shade that we used called Sly, and then just blend that over on top of that just to help really, really further induce a very nice blend. Like, look at that. And a big part of like really good eyeshadow looks, I feel like people don't talk about, is like having the patience to know that you have to go back in with stuff over and over again. Like, I put this brown down, I blended it out, I'm putting more brown down, I'm going to blend it out. If I have to put it again, I'm just going to put it back again, and it's just a process of building and layering until you get what you really want and not rushing it. But anyways, the point of that whole spiel is I feel like a lot of people don't emphasize how much going back and forth there is to a good eyeshadow look. I want to make this look fun and not just another boring brown eyeshadow look. So we're gonna add some blue. I'm gonna get a flat little concealer brush. I'm getting some of that Tarte C concealer, packing it on the brush, and then I'm gonna come to the center of my eye and I'm just gonna kind of cut out this like circular part. You don't want to cut out this brown that you had just blended up there because that's gonna help with the halo eye look, the halo eye effect. So you just want to cut out a little below that just to kind of define where you're gonna add that brighter color at. So I'm just cutting out the very center of my eyelid and nothing more, nothing less. Okay, cool. Let's add some blue to this eye. So for this, I'm going to go with the E21. This is kind of like a more like kind of rounder packing brush style type of blah, blah, blah. So this color right here is just calling to me. This is a beautiful teal. It is called Captivate. Oh, that's a good name. It captivated me all right. I'm just going to take this E21 and I'm going to lightly tap into that Captivate shade. And the edges of where we put that concealer, that's where I'm going to pack that onto right there. I'm going to lightly pack, and then I'm going to lightly swipe back and forth to blend. Oh, yeah. That is going to be pretty. Throughout this entire time I'm doing my makeup, I haven't not one lick of fallout. Very impressive. They have also been very, very pigmented. They've been blending out like a dream. I love this palette. I really, really want to get the, it's either like the 27th, 25th, 50th. So it's some sort of anniversary palette. I want it so bad. But the way that this one dropped to 13, that one only dropped to like 27, so I couldn't justify buying it. So maybe one day it'll get lower and I'll finally get my hands on it. But for right now, I just have my Maneater palette, blah, blah, blah. I kind of realized that every time I do these full face videos, they kind of double as tutorials because I literally can't help but literally like tell y'all and teach y'all what I'm doing at the same time as also like reviewing. So I don't know if y'all like that, don't like that, but that's kind of what I've discovered my style to be. Now, typically, I would like to put a real light blue shimmer with that just because it would emphasize the blue pop of color we've added. This palette does not have that. I don't have any other Tarte eyeshadow, and we're sticking true to full Tarte, so we're not going to cheat. So we're going to go with this real bright champagne-y color instead. I thought about doing this one, but I think using a dark glitter will kind of kill the fact that we literally lightened up the center of the eye. So we're going to go with this shade called Fascinate and just lightly tap that right there. Oh my god, that is so pretty and pigmented. Holy cow. So, you know how we just put that champagne color right there? And you know how we just put that teal right there? Light bulb. We're going to blend the teal glitter over where we place the teal to the champagne glitter and get like a really shimmery eye look. Does that make sense? Yes? Alright, let's do it. I'm going to use this real tiny L1 brush just because my fingers aren't small enough to put it where I want it to put it. So we're going to go into the shade right here called Nightfall. I'm going to lightly pick that up on my brush, very pigmented, and I'm just going to lightly tap that over where I put the teal and blend that glitter into my champagne glitter to get even more blue in this eye look. And I'm also going to slightly take that teal glitter into the brown area just to add a little more shine and just to further blend things and make it look more cohesive. Alright, so this is how my eyelid is looking. I'm absolutely loving it. Let's get some shadow on that bottom lash line because it's looking very neglected. I thought about putting the blue on the lower lash line, but honestly I think this is gonna throw off the look. I'm gonna start with Catnip on my E19 and I'm just gonna blend that just to start building up some color, but I definitely think I'm gonna end up smoking it out with a little bit deeper of a color. I'm gonna go with that real flat E3 that has that shade Tease on it. I'm going to lightly tap into Tease and I'm going to keep that focus towards my lower lash line. See, look at that. That is looking gorgeous. I'm so happy right now. Now we have our inner corner, which is lacking a lot of shimmer, so let's put some shimmer there. We're going to put that same shade Fascinate that we put on the center of our lid. We're going to put that all in the inner corner to keep that like color cohesiveness going on. This is the E20 brush. It's just a little flat kind of round packing brush. And I'm just picking up that color and I'm just going to pack that all in my inner corner and I'm going to drag it down the lash line, the huge. However, I'm not going to drag it up into my crease that I usually do because that would mess up our halo eye. So I'm just going to keep it concentrated right there, just like that. I'm going to go do my other eye off camera because it's going to take me a while and this video is probably already rather long and I will be right back so we can continue on with our reviews. Okay, just like magic, both my eyes are done. This is what they're looking like. So pretty, so cute. Next product's gonna be mascara. I'm so excited to try this mascara because I don't know, I'm just excited. This is from the same collection. If you can't tell, I literally picked up everything from the same collection. I really liked the whole idea of like skincare, makeup, blah blah blah. Anyways, this is called Surfer Curl. This is just the black shade. I don't think there was an option for brown. If there was, I would have bought brown. So the box says that allegedly it is flake free, smudge proof, and sweat proof. It has vitamin E and it conditions. It volumizes, curls, and lengthens. Alright, let's give it a whirl. Alright, I just curled my mascara. Alright, I just curled my eyelashes. This is what the tube looks like. It's that same pretty teal color as all the other Tarte collection products. Ooh, that just like slid right out of the tube. There was no resistance. This is what the wand looks like. Not my favorite applicator wand, but it's okay. I think that mascara is the make or break of the look, so let's hope that this makes a look and doesn't break it. Okay, so that is one coat. Okay, on camera that's kind of picking up very clumpy, but in my mirror it does not look like that at all. I will say though, this first coat, I'm kind of lacking length. It definitely made it look very like it looks very like voluminous. It definitely looks thick, but I'm kind of lacking that aspect. I'm gonna do the other eye and we'll see what happens. Okay, here we are after 2 coats. I take back what I said about lengthening. I changed the way that I was putting it on, and instead of just like swiping it up, I was kind of like spinning and like twirling the brush like through my lashes as I went up. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I was doing, and that changed the way that it applied and actually lengthened pretty good. Like this eye always looks better. This is my good eyelash eye, but nonetheless, I think it's looking pretty good. I also really like the way that it smells. There's nothing like fancy about the way that it smells, but it just kind of smelled nice to me. I don't know if you care about that, but there you go. Alright, so we are just about at the end of this video. Our last thing that we have to try is lips. I don't have a Tarte lip liner, so I'm going to lip line with this ColourPop Lippy Pencil in shade Double Tap. Alright, lips are lined. So for actual lip, I have 2 things. So this is just a mini, but these are both the Maracuja Juicy Lips. This one is in shade Orchid, and this one is in shade Rosy Brown. Let's swatch them and see what color we're feeling. So this is shade Rosy Brown, and then this is shade Orchid. I think I like Orchid better, so we're going to put on the little mini juicy one. That's very nice. Ooh, that is really pretty. I will be going online to look at what a full one of these would run me, specifically in this shade. Look at that, the shine. And it doesn't have that like gross, like artificial, like makeup-y taste to it. Honestly, this kind of tastes like coconut oil. Is there coconut oil in this? Huh. Right, well, with all of that being said, the face is beat. We're at the final step of our full face of Tarte, and that is to set this mug that we have just beat. So for that, we're going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea 4-in-1 setting mist. And like I said, all of this collection smells like citrusy. It smells so nice. I am absolutely loving the beat that we did here today, gang. I think my face looks absolutely great. But let me give y'all some final thoughts on the products I tried, and then we will get this outro, and we'll keep this outro short and sweet today, and that'll be that. So, for the complexion products I tried, this Tarte C collection, awesome. It's very lightweight, it's very light to medium coverage. I think this would be perfect during the summertime, especially considering it's a serum, so it'll be super light. I like their skincare agents in this. I think it looks very beautiful. I think it laid down great. I was reading the reviews, and these had some kind of bad reviews, but for me, personally, these work. I like them. I think they'd be especially great during summertime, and they're, yes. I liked all of these little mini things that I tried. They were great, especially this little juicy lipstick. Loving the color. Yes. Alright, and then last new product I tried today was the Tarte Surfer Curl Mascara. I really liked it, especially considering for the fact that it was a wand that I typically don't enjoy. I think this mascara still applied really, really good, and gets a thumbs up from me. Well, friends, that's all I have to say today. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching me do this nice little blue halo eye. If you enjoyed watching me break out all my nice fancy Tarte makeup, that is all I have to say today. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm Olivia. I will see y'all next time. Bye!